Hola, boys. La Liga has officially begun. Yes, we opened our La Liga account yesterday with a dominance, a huge dominance, a 5-0 win against Elche in their stadium. It was an away game. All right. Yeah. So let's dive into the game and talk about what went right, what didn't go right, what I saw and didn't see, yeah. So we start with the lineups. When the lineups came out yesterday, I was surprised to see Xavi Espart playing the left back position. And then I was also surprised to see Gavi in there. We were all thinking maybe Hamza Abdul Karim might play the strike role because he was very phenomenal. He was very exceptional in preseason. If you actually watch the preseason, I think he was the top scorer in the preseason. He scored 4 goals for Barcelona, top scorer. He was a very good striker. We actually tried to compare him to Haaland, although he's not Haaland though, but he's a very good striker. He even ended up scoring against Al Ahly, uh, his former club where he came from. Either way, he didn't start. Rafinha started. Rafinha was the striker, and then Adeyemi was playing Rafinha's position. Fermin Lopez was in there. Lamine Yamal on the right. Marc Bernal, Pedri, and then we had Christensen, Gerard Martin, Xavi Espart. We were very surprised. And then on the right hand side, we had Eric Garcia. Joan Garcia was also in goal. That was the lineup we actually started with. I was actually surprised seeing Xavi Espart play the left back when when the lineups came out. And so we began the game as at the 12th minute. Yes, we were struggling to control the midfield of the game. Gavi was just too aggressive. Marc Bernal was not really controlling the game that much as at the 12th minute. Gavi was aggressive all throughout. Yes, he was very aggressive throughout the first 15 minutes in the game. We're losing second balls. We're not pressuring our opponents that much. Although we got a couple of chances. And in the first minutes too, Karim Adeyemi, one thing I noticed was he was trying to adapt in the game. Yes, he was trying to adapt to the game. But he ended up performing very well, getting a goal. Yes, he got a very nice, beautiful finish, by the way. That was what I was thinking when the match started. I was like, he's not really getting the rhythm. He's not really getting the Barcelona rhythm, but he proved me wrong before he got subbed out later in the second half. Um, Yesterday too, I don't know if you realized our high line was not too high compared to last season, the things that we saw. I mean, the players hugging the middle line, the defenders hugging the middle line. Yesterday it was not that high from my perspective. What I saw, the lineup was not high at all. It was very moderate and very a little bit better than some of the highlights we used to see last season. And also, some players lack much fitness. Some of them are not really that sharp as they used to be getting towards the end of the season. And I completely understand why. Coming back from the World Cup, it's a break. You have to get their rhythm and everything back. Yes, they have to get back into the match sharpness and the match fitness that they used to have getting to the end of the season. And then also another major event that happened yesterday was Gavi's injury. Yes, Gavi was, as I said earlier, Gavi was very, very aggressive yesterday. So I don't know. I don't know from my perspective, he shouldn't have been that aggressive. So he ended up making a slight tackle in our box and getting a knock on his knee. Yes, he had a knock on his knee. He tried to play through it. If you actually watched him, he tried to play through it, but eventually he couldn't. So, and he was tearing up, and we had to bring Pedri in. So immediately Pedri came into the game. He brought some calmness and then controlling the tempo in that particular. You could just feel it. If you actually watch the match, you can go and watch that part. He actually controlled the game very, very well. It's like he was preparing to. He settled into the midfield and dictated the tempo of that game. He settled into the midfield very, very well. And then we ended up scoring 2 goals in the first half. First one was a penalty to Rafinha, and the second one was Adeyemi's goal. Very beautiful finish, by the way. So we ended the half with 2 goals, 2-0 up against Elche. Well, we started the second half. Elche was a little bit aggressive. They ended up hitting the pool twice, the goal post left and the right post two two times, and then they were putting more pressure on us in the early minutes of the second half. Lamine Yamal got a chance in the first half. He missed it. Instead of him to pass it to Gordon, he tried to play it. Yesterday he was just off. I don't know. He was just, or I don't know whether he was having some issues or it's his match fitness or his fatigue. But yesterday Yamal was just not Yamal, the Yamal that we know. So we ended up, Hansi Flick ended up subbing him in the 64th minute. We brought Gordon and Danny Olmo in. Yes. Adeyemi went out. Lamine Yamal also went out. Gordon came on and then showed us why we paid 80 million for him. Yes. He completely outpaced the defender that was marking him. Yes. He provided 2 assists yesterday. 1 assist to Fermin Lopez, which he could have scored completely. He would have finished that goal very, very well, but he ended up passing it to Fermin unselfishly, which is a very good sportsmanship from him. Gordon had 2 assists yesterday. Frank Garcia was spectacular yesterday. Elche got 3 big chances yesterday. Elche got 3 big chances. He he saved all of them spectacularly, marvelously. We have actually invested very well in our future for the goalkeeper spot. And Fermin's second goal came from Xavi Espart. Yes, Xavi Espart gave a very nice pass to Fermin, and Fermin Lopez, he finished it very, very well. At that particular, at the ending minute of the game, Rafinha went out, so Fermin was playing like a striker. Yes, Fermin was like a striker. He turned the defender very well, very marvelous goal from Fermin Lopez and a very good assist from Xavi Espart. That's pretty much how the game went. Yes, Cancelo and Kunde came in the 80th minute and then also got some minutes, and then we might be hoping to see them in the next match against Athletic Bilbao on Thursday. Yeah, so that's how pretty much how the game went. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.